Hello and welcome to Wake Up America. The 2009 World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, centered around what could be done to drag the world out of its economic crisis. The 2010 version, also in Davos and scheduled for January 27th through 31st, will be spent figuring out new methods to make sure it doesn't happen again. By general consensus, it has always been agreed that in purely economic terms, individuals acted with their own rational self-interest in mind. This meant that the markets were always the best method of hashing out any problems or dilemmas. If a good, product, or idea was not worthwhile, it would fail to gain a following and simply die off. Unfortunately, global markets have been anything but efficient ever since this hands-off approach began to take hold among decision makers and policy drivers. We've seen many recessions since the world began to embrace free markets and allow consumers to flow wherever they chose. Individual consumers have proven to be anything but rational, and the unflinching efficiency of the so-called natural market has been recanted by most of its former scholarly proponents, including former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan. Left to their own devices, individuals often seek the cheapest available good, despite the fact that that good is almost certainly not produced in their home country, and therefore represents a net loss in terms of both trade balance and job stability. The never-ending urge to make as much money as quickly as possible led to one stock bubble after another, with millions of investors chasing the almighty dollar despite the enormous risks tied to their dealings. They pursued these risks despite the fact that a burst bubble wouldn't just hurt their inflated economic sector, but would pull in the rest of the integrated economy with it. After generations of being told that there was one and only one proper way of thinking about how economies work, we are now faced with the challenge of coming up with completely new methods. After running unbridled for decades, we must now come up with new ways of reining in market forces and making economics work for everyone in every situation, as opposed to working only for the elites in the perfect situation. For more related news and topics, please tune in and log on every day at economyincrisis.org.
What is to become of us? Why are we oblivious, spiraling down and out of control? Better start yelling out, America is selling out. Factories, industries, heart and soul.